goodness. So do you work out and you have a
drive tractors every day, work on the farm every day.
Every day. And you're 70 years old?
70 years old.
Oh, goodness, well, you don't look it.
I try to take care of your old bone. Yeah.
Yeah. Well. All right.
Yeah, it's a blues house on it. No flattering britches, no period. It's a blues house on it. No rap music, period. If you ain't coming for a good time, ain't no need of you coming in.
So you allow no punks, no rappers?
That's right. That's right.
No rappers. How about
period? Nothing but blues.
No soul? Blues is soul. Nothing but blues. Well, it's my kind of place. So
right. Everybody come here, really enjoy themselves. Keep them all on the wood. Come here.
What happened on Thursday night?
Everybody having a good time dancing out there, drinking a few beers, just juking and having a party right. Right. It's got a place to be on Thursday night, Pole Monkey Lounge, Maryville, Mississippi. Oh yeah, get hot up here.
Why?
Body heat, don't take long.
What kind of music?
Nothing but blues on it.
Nothing but blues.
That's right.
You got beer?
Beer.
All kinds of beer?
All kinds of beer, more than all kinds.
What kind you see?
Well, the more than my people, I ain't beer like that, Budweiser, Bud Light, Miller Light.
You sell it by the quart?
By the quart, can bar.
Quart, can bar. What if I'm going to bring my whiskey?
You welcome to bring your whiskey. I don't sell it.
You don't sell whiskey?
I sell Cokes and ice.
Okay. You don't even have no moonshine?
No, none of that.
Don't allow that in here. Okay.
If they bring it in here, I don't know nothing about it.
Has this place made you a rich man?
No, I'm still a poor man. When I walk, I streaks all the time.
You what all the time?
Streaks when I walk. I'm still a poor man.
So it didn't make you rich?
No, still a poor man.
Did it make you happy?
Well, I enjoy myself with it.
Hey, Unc. Time ain't changed the blues, cyclical chords, and refrain. I wail to not fret on progression, Long Wayne. Unc, you saw the joy blues bring. And I see it too, like roads in concrete, spring anew, the collard greens that Grandma knew needed a foot. And I throw my soul in it, remembering frequencies Grandma you witnessed. I don't know the specifics, but I feel hot sunrises. Fields with lost dreams, these hopes I awaken as your descendant. Granddad once asked me what I knew about the blues, as we rode in his blue Buick LeSabre, howling wolf set in the mood. He'd heard I found the blues too. Like when he'd sit at the bar with B.B. King on the west side when he'd come through. That's that Yazoo. If I could go back and answer, I'd say it's the mood we'd rather not choose. The groove weighing on shoulders, these blues only can soothe. As Pole Monkey, you made a name, holding space, hospitality in jagged grooves, as sharecroppers shack, turn to the good news. Thank you, Unc. I thank you for giving me something, lifting my head up when these academics told me that I offered the world nothing. Historical blues trail in your name, street signs in your name there. Marigold, Mississippi legend, Grandma's brother. I'm making space for reconnection. I'm trying to keep our blues legacy living. Welcome to the aftermath. We all have a chosen path. Scream it loud and scream it out. We all have a chosen path. Welcome to the aftermath. We all have a chosen path. Hey!
Every person is part of a generation, and every generation is carrying a story forward. Every generation is like one person. And so our generation was thinking, who are we as Native people, and how do we, it's not just about survival, but it's about how do we know ourselves as we know ourselves, not always up against the colonizer. How do we know ourselves as people, cultural people with dignity and with these amazing stories of who we are and who we come from and where we're going. America is a very young country. It's probably, if you look at the timeline of the Western Hemisphere, which goes without, millions of miles in each direction, and here you can't see between my fingers is the history of this country. I like to think about that. I like to think about that too. Because we can get caught up too much as Native people and Americans in the story of, disappearing people. And we're here. Bourbon and Blues for TC Can. We were wild as we emerged from bloody history into the white clothes of pious religion and rules. They sent us off to Indian school to learn how to forget. Our mothers, fathers, the grandparents who loved and love us. We were still in the race of the God of the plains, horses of where sky and earth meet. Every day was a praise song. Every word or act had import into the meaning of why we were here as spirits dressed in colored earth. We were wild then, they said, because we spoke a different language and would not give over our spirits to them. And though they tried, they could not ever remake us, no matter how hard they drilled and forced us. We died over and over again in those stiff desks as our hearts walked home. We sat on the fire escapes outside our doorways on cold winter nights, and we made plans to escape history. We were wild then. We didn't take well to mind imprisonment. Our dreams could not be confined by the walls of institutional green or misbegotten bureaucracy. We found alcohol, smoke, and anything else to break on through to the other side. Where our vision shivered there near the hills outside a campus, waiting for us to recover from the sickness of forgetfulness. Some of us did not make it. We carried their bodies far away from the cities and set their spirits free. This moment is for them. It gives them nourishment of our love to keep moving toward home. We were wild then. I will always remember that night far south of town where we sat in the bar after our escape. You had gone to war and I had become a painter, poet, and singer. I was a poet mother and I was learning how to sing. We talked history, heartache, the blues, and what it means to be an artist with nothing to lose because we lost everything here at the edge of the North.
Thank you. That was a great Joy Harjo. Turn that off. The first piece that I did was a dedication to my great uncle, who was the owner of one of the last surviving juke joints in the South. So that was his recording, and yeah, just grateful to be able to share that history and connect with that history. Okay, so for this next set, I'm going to take y'all to Carcake Park. So how many of y'all have been to Carcake before? Yeah? Well, this might not be a familiar story. Maybe it will be, who knows? Y'all are here to hear some blues, so that's great. This is gonna be a story about what happened when a blues woman went to Carcake Park, specifically to look at Piper's Creek, what the Duwamish people call drop-down blues. And so this is a story about how blues opened up that space in a way that, that allowed the blues woman to see the land and hear the species and the beings in the park in a different way. So, thank you.
Chalap, as walach chas, as chalap, as walach chas, as chalap, as walach chas, as walach chas, lu walach chas. As chalap, as walach chas, as chalap, as walach chas, as chalap. Aswalach chas, sluwalach chas. Ud yafti swatuftan. Adlo chas jadar chas. Bad hadab ok achtest asab, pads asab pad. Ashaliti, twashuti, ashali. As hey chalap, as walach, as hey chalap, as walach.
Deal with that imperfection for now. So I arrived at Drop Down. This is the blues woman talking. At least what's left of that old creek. Fast water splashing. Wiggling patent leather tails broke surface on those chum and coho salmon fought against man's current. Chum is supposed to be there mostly because their bodies can withhold all that pollution in the water. Some say coho make it to the creek stream every year, though their bodies ain't made for the type of wear and tear. I ride before the spectacle. Folks like to say that these salmon are returning home, and I could get lost in the moment, in the beauty of the salmon's journey, spending all that time out there in the Salish Sea with the tiger sharks, gray whales, and sea lions, still making it back to this old creek. But I've come to know better. I was told what the locals call these waters now, but I'ma call it Drop Down as the Duwamish people named it. So I didn't understand the power of memory or all that had been lost in the world until I picked up the guitar and played blues with her outside for the first time. I touched her body and pressed her strings against her fretboard, bending, stretching, caressing them roughly into blues notes that rang out underneath thick clouds. When I played the blues, time opened up. I can feel myself remembering. These blues on this guitar made all this land around me come alive. The animals, plants, trees, and the skies were acting as if they had been waiting to hear from me, like they had known all of these notes and things before. All these motherfuckers had memories. I became possessed by memory, so I played that guitar day after day. The blues, the amplification and vibrations unleashed memory. I've been called to many places to listen, to play my blues on this old guitar with my ancestors to bring forth some healing and remembering, and drop down ain't no different. Okay, so the salmon I'll start with the witness heron. So there's a heron that witnessed the woman in the park playing blues, and this is what the heron had to say. In rookery's sight, she wailed mending tunes, so bloom, spellbinding dewdrops to singing. That old creek trickle harmonic refrain, memories welcome, memory remains. Sparks to rough fingers twitching, promising news. A splashing tail, call response, popular food. Shoals arisen, contaminant pools. F-hoes vacuuming, exhuming revolt. In dance and plays, restoration blues jolt. A flicker, dead roots, transformation, renew. Growth mimics troubles growing fire cue. In song and trance, chord progression command. Ears and eyes wake to liberty's new hymn. In chords and siege, in murders we sing. And then there's a salmon swimming in the creek, and they're like, what about me? I have a voice too. And started communicating with these blues, right? So this is called a chum salmon refrain. And it's in the form of a bop off of Michael Weaver. Look at me, the way my body weighs the ripples, to die a sour speckled human delight. Onlookers stare, mystified by resilience to new fix. My requiem, a feet-feeding forest frenzy, hunting herons, rowdy raccoons, impossible imaginations, the filth I would stand in the creek of death's western dreams. Ain't I a salmon? I'm pleading in the currents, my voice the echoing splashes in silent springs. Into the deadening stillness I fight no more. As futures release into peculiarity, the spectacle, the chorus for our new swan song. Their gleeful eyes trapping destiny's Pandora's box of murky illusion and elusive fault. Life cycles through sorrow's morning spouts. Ain't I a salmon? A woman hears my resilient pain, a blues bird calling notes afloat warring water. In chorus, ain't I a woman? The tune touches me ever so grave. I take flight in frequencies, hovering in sound waves. I join her in song, singing along, but troubling along. Ain't I a salmon? Thanks, y'all. Sorry, fighting with the looper on that one. And so lastly, what did I do? I want to get you all to that. So I was a little delayed. Thank you for listening to the intro. Right. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for listening to me. That a lot of that work that I was doing is work that I'll be doing while an artist in residency. That recording was actually the crate and sound recordings that I took on some field sites, and those were the actual salmon speaking. They were just speaking through me, through my poetry. So yeah, I'm excited to hear the last of the RedHot Mamas. And I'm so excited to hear some blues. I heard them doing sound check. It's going to be a wonderful show. Thank you so much.
Amber and the rest of the RedHot Mamas did as well, and you can purchase your own vinyl LP copies of that record right out there. If you're out on the internet, you can go to Bandcamp and buy it. If you have to stream it at a place, you can also do that, but you should also go to Bandcamp and buy it. So yeah, the artist support program is one of our artist residencies. We have 3 different programs. We will soon be opening applications for 2025 for those programs, so look out for those. I also was going to say, I usually open these events with land acknowledgement. I feel like Rasheena set, I don't know, that felt like a beautiful way of acknowledging the history of this land and the fact that it's native land and Duwamish land, and I really appreciate that. So something to keep in mind. And lastly, I want to thank our funders that help these programs exist: City of Seattle Office of Arts and Culture, For Culture, Washington State Arts Commission, National Endowment for the Arts, Arts Fund, and the Rainier Foundation, and all of the individual contributions we got. Whatever size they are, we appreciate it, and we appreciate your being here. So whether you're on the internet or here, just hang out for a few minutes, and we'll be back with some more music. Thank you very much.
It was our great pleasure to be in this very space, standing very close to where I am right now, actually, recording this album that came out earlier this year, Magick Black Woman Blues, Volume 1, The Hustle. So we're going to do some original songs for you. I'll tell you a little bit about the project as we go along, but we're going to give you some blues right now. Let's start it off. Let's do Big Mama Don't Lie. Yeah. Ready? I suddenly got very nervous, y'all. I don't know why, it just like descended upon me. Your very friendly faces, it's not your fault. And hi, folks online. I have a couple friends, I think, tuning in. We're so glad to have you here with us. Woo! Oh. Big Mama don't like.
Big Mama don't like.
Big Mama don't like.
Big Mama don't like.
Big Mama don't like it.
Big Mama don't like.
Big Mama don't like.
Big Mama don't like.
Big Mama don't like.
She don't like
how we don't take care.
Take care.
Come stomping in the house.
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
And leave the trash everywhere.
Everywhere.
While we don't do right.
Do right, do right.
Big Mama don't like.
Big Mama don't like.
Well, we run around.
Run around.
Using up everything.
Everything.
Like we can't fly away.
We can't fly away.
Like we all got a wing.
We ain't all got away.
While we don't do right.
Do right, do right.
Big Mama don't lie.
Big Mama don't like.
It's a whole cruel world.
Whole world.
That we leave behind.
Leave behind.
Tell the kid it's apocalypse high. Well, I hope you don't mind.
Hope you don't mind.
How we didn't do right.
Do right, do right.
Big Mama don't lie.
Big Mama don't like.
Shake us off, Big Mama.
Shake, shake,
If we're too much to bear.
Shake, shake, shake.
May we die like flies.
Shake, shake, shake.
'Cause we can't go nowhere.
Can't go nowhere.
While we didn't do right.
Do right, do right.
Big Mama don't lie.
Big Mama don't like.
Big Mama don't like.
Big Mama don't like.
Big Mama don't like it.
Big Mama don't like.
Big Mama don't like it.
Big Mama don't like.
Big Mama don't lie. So, thank you. That's the first song on the album, and it was inspired by a friend talking about Mother Earth, and says, "Oh, my friend always calls Mother Earth Big Mama," and she was like, "Oh, Big Mama's not happy with us. She don't like what we're doing," and I was like, "It's a blues song." There's our song about climate change. Big Mama don't like how we didn't do right.
You like those 97-degree days?
Oh, but we can do better. We can do better. Let's do Apocalypse. Let's keep it going. So, I talk a lot about grief and joy in all of my work. I'm a poet, I'm a writer, and a songwriter. And for this project, it was inspired by a book. Many of the songs were written because of a book, and we'll talk about that a little bit too. But this was inspired by Blues Legacies, Black Feminism and Blues Legacies by Angela Y. Davis. And this idea that we can talk about our current day issues that maybe nobody else is really like documenting or caring about. We can do it as a sort of oral history. And I love the genealogy, right, of Rasheena's work, where you bring in like your ancestors are right there sitting on your shoulder. So this song is called Apocalypse Blues. We're gonna lay some you know, climate change, apocalypse, that kind of thing. But then we're gonna turn to joy. I promise. We'll get to joy. That's it. It's a slow slide, baby. Apocalypse. Said it's a slow slide, baby. Apocalypse. And ain't no thrill in any of this. They used up our water, they emptied our stores, they used up all our water, we all finna die. That old rich man, he know we all gon' die. And he don't care who suffers meanwhile. What we gonna do now? You know it's past high tide. I said, what we gonna do now? You know it's past high tide. What world we try to leave behind?
Thrilling's gone away
Slow.
Thrilling's
Slow.
gone away. Though you done me wrong, you'll be sorry one day.
Said it's a slow slide, baby. I like that reverb, Aisha. Hey, that was a good move right there. Thank you, y'all. We have so much fun performing as a group, and even when we're cranky and we're moody and it's the end of a long work week and we show up, it happens sometimes. Once we start singing, we find the joy, and once the band starts smiling, I think that's when we're really onto something, is when we're enjoying each other. We came together as a COVID project. It was safe to sing outside on the porch, and we got ready for a little music festival, put together a 15-minute set that involved Gabby with a little change jar, a jar full of change, and a little
Which
mini
opened
cajon.
on stage.
Yeah, opened and spilled change all over the. Yeah, that was a moment.
All right, Hoodstock.
But since then, we've continued and grown and gotten to do so many great festivals, and then got to come in here and record. We're already working on new songs and covers and all kinds of things. Speaking of,
And that song actually was played on KEXP by
Yes.
DJ Kennedy. Thank you on Audio Oasis. By DJ Aunt Mama Mormon on KBCS. Yes. So it's been getting around.
and Jack Straw, their podcast
That's
also
right.
featured this.
Thank y'all.
So we're gonna sing, 3 or 4 more songs. I think we'll do Flames Hot Blues. Speaking of covers, right? Yeah, does that sound good to y'all? So I became a blues singer because I was studying jazz. I moved up here to go to Cornish and study vocal jazz performance. Whoop, yep. Let's move on over here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I got to do a study in blues history, and I heard B.B. King sing "Thrill Is Gone," and I heard Etta James sing "Rock Me Baby," and I was like, I want to be a blues singer. And that was where it all started for me. So this is a sort of my homage to that first song that I heard somebody like really just enjoy, and it's just "Rock Me Baby" is just so tongue-in-cheek and fun. So I wrote a song called Flames Hot Blues, and it acts as a little tribute, homage. If you want the fire, baby, I got the flame. We light it up, and you'll never be the same. I keep it hot, hot. Gotta keep it hot, hot.
You like it hot?
I like it hot. I think
right.
you like it hot. We're gonna have fun, sugar. I ain't for play. Not that I'm bad, I'm just drawn that way. And I keep it hot, hot. Gotta keep it hot, hot.
I like it hot.
I thought so. I thought that's how that went. Say, rock me, baby. Rock me all. Rock me, baby. Rock me all night long. Won't you rock me all night long? Roll me, sugar, like you roll a wagon wheel. like you rode the wagon wheel. 'Cause when you roll me, roll me, roll me, roll me, roll me, roll me, ooh, how good it feels. If you want the fire, baby, I got the flame. We light it up and you'll never be the same. I keep it hot, hot, gotta keep it hot, hot. We like it hot, yeah. We're gonna have fun, love, but I ain't for play. It's not that I'm bad, I'm just drawn that way. And I keep it hot, hot, gotta keep it hot, hot. You like it hot, I like it hot. You think you can rock, love, well I wanna roll. You got the sugar, baby, I am the bowl. And I'll keep it hot, hot, gotta keep it hot, hot. Yeah, that's hot. Ooh, that's how caramel's made, baby, keep it stirring. If you want the fire, baby, come get this flame. Burn it all down, and I'll take the blame. 'Cause I keep it hot, hot, gotta keep it hot, hot. We like it hot. Yeah, I keep it hot, hot, gotta keep it hot, hot. We yeah, that's hot. Thank you, y'all. So it's wonderful to see our children, our biggest hype people, always supporting us. Thank you, kids, for showing up. Thank you, family, for showing up. Thank you, friends, for being here. It's so wonderful to have you here in this little intimate setting. If you like park action, we're playing for free at 5 p.m. at Columbia Park on Wednesday as part of Seed Arts, the Rainier Arts Center's summer programming. So if you want another free show, bring people out, come sit in the park at 5 p.m.
Farmer's market.
It's a farmer's market. Get some delicious nibbles to enjoy. And we'll do a full set there as well. So let's see. You put your ukulele on.
Oh, I can. Joy?
Let's do Joy. Yeah, let's do Joy Blues.
We got there.
I think let's take it up a little bit. Oh, once I loved a woman. She said her name was Joy. Yeah, once I loved a woman. She told me joy is all I need. Joy is all you need. She said, I'll tell you who you are now. You tell me who you want to be. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, she took me by the hand down to where her water flows. Where her water flows. Yeah, she took my hand on down to where her water flows. Where her water flows. She said, listen to me careful, babe. You'll know exactly how my song goes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell them about it, Chrissy.
Yeah. If you want a world, create one.
Start with you each day until you're done.
You want a world, create one.
Start with you each day until you're done. This time, so it's left me all to my lonesome self.
Until your lonesome self.
Well, the time or two, Joy left me all lonely, all by myself.
All by yourself.
But she come running back quick when I stop crying, start trying something else.
Yeah, yeah,
Like what, lady?
yeah. If you want a world, create one.
Start with you each day until you're done.
You want a world, create one.
Start with you each day until you're done. This time, Joy's left me all to my lonesome self.
Until your lonesome self.
Well, this time, Joy left me all to my lonesome
Until your
self.
lonesome self.
But she come running back quick when I stop crying, start trying something else.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I said she come running back quick when I stop crying, when I start trying something else. Looking over and seeing a grin on the face is always a good thing. Yeah, let's do Ain't Get. I was just thinking Ain't Get None.
It's my favorite.
Speaking of doing something else, so that was that song, and about at least half, maybe even more, of the album came about because of Bushwick Book Club Seattle, which is another partner I know. Great organization. They pick a book And then the members read it, and they choose musicians to write songs inspired by the book. And so that one came about because of Prince and the Beautiful One's memoir that came out after he passed. And he said something about I wake up and decide who I want to be and create that each day. And I was like, ooh, if you want a world, create one. Start with you each day until you're done. So I think, have we done another song by a book? I don't think so. But this one was inspired by Toy Derricott's poetry. It's called Ain't Getting None Blues. And this is something you might need to do if, joy left you alone for a minute. You might be like, well, let me go find my pleasure, because I ain't getting none. Okay, let's try that again. Some mornings you want some loving, you feel the juices flow, but it's time for working, so off to work you go. When you get home in the evening, well, you're tired and alone. Well, you sure could use some pleasure, seems like pleasure don't live here no more. So you call up your good friend who asks how she bears the load. She says, all my bills are paid, but I feel like I might explode. Yeah, she does all the right things, and then wonders what for. Why indeed? Yeah, she sure could use some pleasure. Seems like pleasure don't live here no more. Tell 'em about it, Kirsten. Time turn you gray. Sure does. And all the world's bad news, and it be bad. Then what happens? Trouble comes your way as you pay your dues, and we be paying out of pocket every day. No wonder you wanna rage. You got them ain't getting none blues. That's right. Gotta cry about it. It seems just yesterday you were out there having fun. Now your back is aching. True youth is wasted on the young. You were looking the other way, but as I walked out that door, woo! You better find you some pleasure. And pleasure don't live here no more. Why is that, baby? Tell us about it. Come on now, bring it up. Here goes. Time turn you gray, and all the world's bad news. Can it be bad news? Trouble comes your way as you pay your dues. We be paying. No wonder you wanna rage. You got them ain't getting none blues. It seems just yesterday you were out there having fun. Now your back is aching. True youth is wasted on the young. You were looking the other way, and as I walked out that door, there went, baby. You better find you some pleasure, and pleasure don't live here no more. What did I say? Tell them about it, baby. Go on and find you some pleasure. You better find it. Ooh, where pleasure don't live here no more. I don't know why you like that song so much. We just truck through it. You ever feel like that sometimes, where you're just like, I know it was around here somewhere I was enjoying my life, and then I looked around and just drudgery and work and whatnot. Sometimes, keep us indeed. Gabby, will you hand me my capo right there on the piano, please? Let's do Red at the Bone. Okay. Speaking of which, another song inspired by a book. Jacqueline Woodson's Red at the Bone is a great story. And is it D? I can do this. A sharp. Jacqueline Woodson's Red at the Bone is a story about generational trauma and healing. Beautiful story. And we wrote Red at the Bone Blues. I think I can play this. I don't know how this goes. This isn't D.
So there's an epigraph to it that says, hey, how you doing, man? It's like, well, you know how it goes. One day chicken, next day bone. And that certainly feels very 2024.
Someday you up, someday you down. Don't worry, everything will change.
Life's gonna cook you and
Sorry about that. I played that on guitar instead of bass, so I was like, something's funny about this sound.
Something is.
It's not, right? Yeah, it's like I'm playing chords instead of strings. How does this work? Okay, so how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? You good? You feeling good? P-pop?
P-pop.
P-pop, do we want to do, why don't we do Change Is Gonna Come, and then P-pop? Yeah.
That's 3 more. So we got 3 more for you.
Does that work for y'all? Y'all good?
Okay. So the first album is called Magick Black Woman Blues, 13 original songs by Amber, and it's volume 1, The Hustle, right? Because there's been a lot of to get to this point.
I got that hustle.
That's right.
Hustle.
But the next one.
We might be changing that.
Oh, are we really?
Yeah, it's not going to be a hustle, though.
Okay.
It's going to, we said the hammock, but that's a tentative title.
That's because Amber does not really want to rest.
I'm trying. I want to rest. I'm just not very good at it. I promise I want to. Wow, change is going to come, I swear. So speaking of change is going to come, this is probably the first blues I ever wrote. I also recorded this here at Jack Straw way back in the day. And we recorded it again as a full band. And I love it. I hope you love it too. It's called Change Is Gonna Come. We're gonna start right on it. And we're not gonna go too fast. Huh?
Yeah.
Do you want me to do the intro?
Yeah, we don't want to. Yes.
Okay, so Change Is Gonna Come. If you don't know, it's of course inspired by Change Is Gonna Come, which is a classic black song. I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes it is. Change gonna come, change gonna come one day. One of these days and it won't be long. Change gonna come one day. Change gonna come, change gonna come one day. One of these days and it won't be long. Change gonna come one day. My old heart done had enough. Loving you's been way too tough. Knew all along that you didn't care. Ain't no need for me to be here. You see me crying. Yeah. I know you've been lying. Yeah. Ain't no use to trying. Yeah. You know this love's dying. Change gonna come one day. One of these days it won't be long. Change gonna come one day. Change gonna come, change gonna come one day. One of these days and it won't be long. Change gonna come one day. Said you love me, but that's a lie. Don't know why I even tried. Always said you'd see me through. Guess I didn't mean much to you. It ain't no use. Yeah. Taking this abuse. Yeah. You never choose. Yeah. I gotta get you loose. Yeah. Change gonna come one day. One of these days and it won't be long. Change gonna come one day. Change gonna come, change gonna come one day. One of these days and it won't be long. Change gonna come one day. Well, I'ma get tired of you doing me wrong. You're gonna go, I'll still be strong. One of these days I'll walk away. One of these days I ain't gonna stay. It's been so long. Oh, yeah. Should've been gone. Oh, yeah. You do me wrong. Oh, yeah. You gotta be strong. Oh, yeah. Change gonna come one day. One of these days and it won't be long. Change gonna come one day. Change gonna come, change gonna come one day. One of these days and it won't be long. Change gonna come one day. Change gonna come, change gonna come, change gonna come one day. One of these days and it won't be long. Change gonna come one day. Change gonna come one day. One of these days and it won't be long. Change gonna come one day. Thank you, y'all. I gotta shout out Virgil, the child, the ultimate hype, who doesn't want to be shouted out. But I appreciate looking over and seeing him mouth along to all of the words of all the songs, because he knows them all. Oh, what would we do without our kids? Travel the world.
Get in a hammock.
You know, I mean, it's real. Okay, so the first single that we put out from the album, we put it out almost a year ago today. P-pop. You're on yeah. We put it out August 13th, 2023. And it's been played by those wonderful people at KBCS, KEXP. We got it shouted out at Northwest Folklife Festival. Somebody's like, play bebop! And that was just awesome. That always makes you feel like a rock star a little bit. So we're gonna sing 2 more songs for you. These are the last 2 on the album. This one's just a little saucy fun. Want to say anything about it? It's your story. It's called P-Pop. It's about polyamory and how, you know, people like to think polyamory is just like this, just a lot of fun, and it's actually a lot of scheduling and honest communication and, you know, scheduling and Google Calendar. So we wrote a little song about it. It goes a little something like this. Well, I don't lie and I don't cheat. There's a lot of lovers I still gotta meet. It ain't easy loving this way, but I mean every word I say. I make time for what you need. I'm listening. If you want a date night, check my schedule. If you want to fuss and fight, check my schedule. If you're going through something, check my schedule. And you need that good loving, check my schedule. Call me baby or your little friend every day or just on the weekend. I can be daddy or a little brat. Tell me, do you like it like that? Baby, tell me what you need. I'm listening. We might take a trip across the sea. You can be a secret just for me. Be alone or go together. The one I call in stormy weather. Just tell me what you need. I'm listening. If you want a date night, check my schedule. If you want to fuss and fight, check my schedule. If you're going through something, check my schedule. And you need that good loving, check my schedule. If you want a date night, check my schedule. If you want to fuss and fight, check my schedule. If you're going through something, check my schedule. Or you need that good loving, check my schedule. Well, I'd like to take you out. Let me check my schedule. Ooh, it's looking pretty crowded. How about Tuesday? Let me check my schedule. Not next Tuesday. Tuesday after Tuesday. Let me check my schedule. I think I mean a month from now. Tuesday? Let me check my 11 a.m. 11 a.m. on a Tuesday. Does that work for you, baby? I'd like to take you out. Schedule. But it's going to have to be on a Tuesday. Let me check my schedule. I'm losing it, baby. It's going to have to be on a Tuesday. Oh. Let me check my schedule. If you want a date night. Let me check my schedule. If you want to fuss and fight. Let me check my schedule. Oh, Lord, baby. If you're going through something, I'll listen. And you need that good loving. I got that too. I got that good loving. Let me check my schedule. Give you that good loving. Let me check my schedule. I got that good loving. Let me check my schedule. Give you that good loving. Let me check my schedule. Every time I have to talk and do a strum at the same time, I'm like, this is where communication falls apart. See, you gotta, let me check my schedule, baby. Give me a second. All right, so we're gonna wrap up with the title song. Once again, speaking to the microphone. Once again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you coming out on a hot Friday night. Maybe you're chilly now. You're under the vents. I am quite warm. Oh, we gotta say hi to Roma's uncle.
Hi, Uncle Louis. Thank you for being here from Kansas. I love you.
Big supporter, bought the single right away from Bandcamp. As soon as it dropped, bought the album right away. Thank you, Uncle Louis in Kansas. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Rasheena, for bringing your experiment, your project in process right now here to us. I'm super excited for what's next for RedHot Mamas, and so wonderfully appreciative of Jack Straw's continued support of my art. I really, really appreciate it. So this is Magick Black Woman. You know, I grew up in the church. I was a church kid. And when I moved here and started going to school, I met somebody who introduced me to Buddhism, and I've been practicing Buddhism ever since. And, you know, crystals and tarot, learning about astrology and other things that build ritual in our lives. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what that looks like when you maybe don't fit in the church, in the communities that you were sort of brought into as a child, and you have to find your own spirituality, your own power source. I'm all about manifestation, so this is a little song about it. It's called Magick Black Woman. They say I'm a witch, 'cause I do just as I please. On just my say-so, I could bring you to your knees. I got a crystal for abundance I tuck into my purse. I could spin a good luck charm out of someone else's curse. It's manifestation. I'm a magic black woman, and you know you want this magic brew. Well, I'm learning how to love myself. Pretty sure it could cure you too. Well, tonight it's a full moon, that's why I'm howling at the sky. I write down everything I plan, fire it up and let it fly. The altar for ancestors, burn a candle and some sage. Study all the stars and planets so I can learn their ways. It's manifestation. I'm a magic black woman, and you know you want this magic brew. Well, I'm learning how to love myself. Pretty sure it can cure you too. Well, I might have a word you ain't prepared to hear. I love all my people hard. I keep my family near. I got something for your aching back, a little balm for your knees. Herbs for your weary head, my touch sets you at ease. It's manifestation. I'm a magic black woman, and you know you want this magic brew. Well, I've learned how to love myself. Pretty sure it could cure you too. Well, we all sat around in a circle, me and some women friends. Threw the cards on the table just to see how it all ends. We're magic black women, and you know you want this magic brew. Well, we've learned how to love ourselves. Pretty sure it could cure you too. It's magic. Give it up for Roma Ray, Gabby Rivera, Chrissy Maris Young. I'm Amber Flame. We are last RedHot Mamas. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want something hard copy to take home, the vinyls come with a download code. Get your stuff, listen to us, tell your friends. See us on Wednesday at Columbia Park. Thank you so much, Jack Straw. Thanks for having us.